Okay, so just to let you see, guys, before we put the sill on, you can see everything's been cleaned up. It's been cleaned up inside as well, obviously for welding. This is the original floor pan I put in, and unfortunately it's going to have a double seam, but it's just very strong. You can see it's been welded on the outside and on the inside. But that was the original floor I put in. Okay, so let's just basically go over what the issues are. So this is where your problem's going to be. This is your gusset, which goes on to, this is obviously for your subframe, as you all know. And what I did was we had a brand new heel board for it, but it's a lot of work taking these heel boards out. So we decided to take out the spot welds on the new heel board and take these two gussets out. So consequently now when you go to fit your panel in, your panel's going to slide down here and it has to slide down behind that. So that means by the time you put the cover on, because it's got the outer sill on it, you can't weld this to this. So what you have to do is put holes in the inner sill so you can weld it from the top. It means you've got to go down through the companion box. A bit difficult, but it can be done. And then of course all the strength is in here anyway. Normally the companion box has a slightly bigger flange on it, but what we're going to do is actually put a flange in afterwards here. We'll make a flange for it and then spot weld it to the bottom, because there's carpets and everything covering it anyway, and it'll be stronger. Same with this one. This one's pretty raggedy, and if these are not right, it affects the floor as well. It doesn't look right. So yeah, so there we are. But that's the only issue, and I'll show you exactly. That's the thing with this, Alex, as well. You have to use a piece of metal to hold it up. It doesn't have a stop on it, but you could make one easily enough. But apart from that, it works brilliantly. Yeah, so here's the sill. There's it all been primed and everything inside. Everything's punched, ready to go. So we're going to put it on now. You can see I've tried to take that dent out the back. It's not perfect, but it's as near as we can get it. And somebody was asking me about this. Drilling holes in the metal to relieve it. It's not really, you don't really need it with 1 mil steel, but aluminium, yes, because you'll flatten it. Aluminium flattens very quickly, and sometimes you have to put a little pinhole in to allow it to reform. I'm no expert on aluminium, that's for absolute sure. Even metal I'm not, but we do our best. Yeah, so that's the sill. So this is the piece I was talking about here. And normally what happens is this comes right to the end, and then you could weld the gusset through it. So what we've done is we've actually cut it here, and then I can seam weld it down onto the gusset, so it's one piece, because the gusset's got a second skin on it anyway. Normally that would come to the end here, and it goes behind. It has on the other side, but for some reason it didn't on this side, and I think that's because we changed where the gussets were originally, and it's slightly out of alignment. It's not out of alignment for bolting the subframe on, because we tried it, but it's just in line with it. If it had been a little bit further back, we could have got it on, but that's the plan anyway, and you'll see that in a future video. So that's it. So I'll put the camera up in a minute and we'll show you us fitting it in. So Amir's finishing up onto the E-type, just to let you see. For Nigel, I know we're going to talk tonight, and you can see the springs are on. We've just done them black because they were sandblasted and we weren't painting at the time, and the brand new springs are there as well, you can see. And it can open with one finger basically. So he's just finishing off some of the engine frames, some of the bolts. You've got everything in there. You can see there's a couple of bolts missing there, a couple there. So we're going to put them all in now, and everything else is ready to go. All the bolts for the picture frame we'll put into a bag and bring back for you, because there's no reason to put them all in. There's enough in there to hold it. So that's it for now. So, Oh, I flattened it out. Yeah, that was to put the.
It's a flat.
Sorry about that, guys. Flattened out the flange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Happy?
Yeah. Good.
Retry that. There we go. Let's bang that up for It just needs to come to me just a touch. And then you can. No, not really.
Just try more.
No, that's good. That's good. Back to that, hammer that down. Okay, and the clamps should be there. Oh. You happy with the edge? Bring it forward just slightly. Yeah,
Okay.
happy with that?
Yep.
Push it in that one. Let's go that way. Grip. In just a little bit, you can't. That we can probably pull that out and grip it when we.
Should.
Yeah, okay.
No problem.
It needs another one.
Just down
This
small.
I'll let you do it. There?
Yep.
Oh shit. Go! Ah.
Nice.
There's a little bit in there, but we can adjust that when we. So that's it fitted in, and it should all. We open this, pull this down. So yeah. Yes. Fits everywhere, yeah. If we can just put that big clamp, if you could put that in for me. On the end. Let me see. Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
We're on the money.
Okay.
So, that's how you fit it. And it was the first take as well, so yeah. So now I'll get it welded in, and then we can start tidying up, ready for the. It'll take me most of the day now to weld this in, and that's really the only problem we found, wasn't it? Was just this bit here. So if you're going to do it and you're not changing the heel board, but the one thing Amir and I have noticed as well, even if you were changing the heel board, I don't know how you get round getting this piece welded, because with this already attached to it, there's no way to get into this gusset. So that's something you'd probably have to put the heel board, I think, on with. No, you couldn't even do that either. It's something to think about, guys. If you're doing the heel board, you might want to look at how you're actually going to get into it, because you can only get in from the back inside the companion boxes. Yeah. That's it really. So that's it for now. I'll bring you back once we're welded in and the jag's getting ready to be packed up. Okay guys, just to show you a quick, I've done it, you can see I've knocked these two down here. just to show you how level that is. And then what I've done is I've spot welded all the way along with Amir holding it down with a screwdriver, holding the edge down to make sure it's flush. And then I've gone back and done a second one, and then I'll do a third and a fourth and so on until it's completely stitch weld all the way along. And then I can start on the, oh, I shouldn't move this around so quick. And then I can start welding in the sides here. You can see the front's not right, but it looks good there. This one fitted better, and should be nice and flush. So. This is Mad Max, the guru. Okay, now. Oh, I was going to say the chickens. Fucking Mad Max, alright. Jesus. My neighbour this neighbour next door has chickens, and they fucking stand everywhere. So here you go. Right, Tom, just to let you know, Max has given me the low line on the line on the wiring, so I'll turn it off because his camera's shy.